So, good afternoon to all of you. So, as we discuss the comparison between the half wave, center tap, full wave, and the bridge rectifier circuit in the previous session, and based on these total 10 points, so 10 into 3, so total 30 MCQs will be prepared based on this. One slide is there, so it's my request to you all, please take a screenshot of it. Taken? Give me response.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now, I think in the previous session, we discussed that the few things about that the capacitor filter circuit. So generally, when we define that the rectifier, so we define which is required to produce a pure DC signal as an output. But it is observed that the output of a rectifier circuit is not a pure DC signal, but it is a pulsed DC signal. And the pulsed DC signal means what? It contains AC as well as DC component. So that AC components present in the output of a rectifier circuits are undesirable component, unwanted component, but they are present. And we have to keep away from the load is that. And if it is if we are successful to keep all the AC components away from that load, then definitely we will get the pure DC signal is there. And the this work will do the filter circuit is there. So this is the basic function or basic need of a filter circuit is there. If I say that this is a filter circuit, so can you give me that what is the input to the filter circuit? What is the input of the filter circuit? If you remember that the block, yes, please.
Output of a rectifier.
Absolutely correct. It's the output of rectifier circuit. Suppose I consider that this is the pulse DC signal. This is the output of a full wave rectifier circuit. Then what you expect from the full filter circuit? As it remove that AC components and only allow the DC component to flow through the load. So that it is expected that the output of a filter circuit is a pure DC signal. Get it my point? And for that, we have to study the capacitor filter circuit is there. Now see that if you observe that this is a block of a rectifier circuit, okay, you can consider half wave, center tap, full wave, or you can consider that the bridge rectifier also, no doubt about it. As you know that in every rectifier circuit, we always measure the output voltage across load resistor RL. Is right? The load resistors RL is always present in every rectifier circuit, and we always measure the output voltage across this load resistors RL here. Forget about that capacitor. Okay. As we know that output of every rectifier circuit is a pulsed DC output. Pulsed DC output. It means what? It means that it contains AC component as well as DC component. Actually, whatever the current it flows through the load resistance in every rectifier circuit, that current it contains of AC component of a current and the DC component of a current here. And if both the component when it flows through the load resistors RL, because of that, a pulsed DC voltage is developed across that RL is there. But if we imagine if only the DC component will flow through the load RL, and due to that DC component of a current, whatever the voltage will be generated across this load RL, it may be the pure DC signal. आणि त्याच्यासाठी काय केलं पाहिजे आपल्याला फक्त आणि फक्त DC कंपोनेंट DC करंटच RL मधून फ्लो होऊ दिला पाहिजे. मग AC कंपोनेंट कुठे फ्लो होईल? And for that purpose we need a capacitor and which is always connected in a parallel. And because of that, when we connect the sufficient or the proper value of a capacitor parallel to that load resistors RL, all AC components will take a path of a capacitor and all DC component will take a path of a load resistors RL. And if this happen, so definitely we will get that pure DC voltage across the load RL is there. So definitely with this, the three questions it may raise in your mind. Number one, why the capacitor is connected parallel to this RL? Number two, why not the DC current flows through the capacitor? Okay. And number three, why not the AC component of a current flows through the load resistors RL? So I will give that answer of all these three questions. See that, as you know that whatever the current flow through the load RL, it contains AC as well as DC component. And what we expect, only DC component must flow through that RL. Get it my point? So now we know that the current can be divided in a parallel circuit only. Series circuit मध्ये current divide होतो का? नाही. मग जर करंट सेरीज सर्किट मध्ये डिवाइड होत नाही, याचा अर्थ आपल्याला कॅपॅसिटर हा RL ला पॅरलल मध्येच कनेक्ट करावा लागेल, बिकॉज इट इज द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ अ पॅरलल सर्किट, करंट इज डिवायडेड. दिस इज द आन्सर ऑफ अ फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दॅट. म्हणून तर आपल्याला कॅपॅसिटर हा पॅरलल मध्ये कनेक्ट करायचा आहे. आता दुसरा प्रश्न असा आहे की डीसी करंट कॅपॅसिटर मधून का फ्लो होत नाही, तो RL मधूनच का फ्लो होतो? सो ॲज वी नो दॅट द बेसिक कन्सेप्ट ऑफ अ कॅपॅसिटर, the capacitor offer the opposition to the current flowing through it, and that opposition is called as capacitive reactance. Capacitive reactance. How it can be denoted, that capacitive reactance? Xc. And what is the formula for Xc? Which is equal to 1 upon omega c, which is equal to 1 upon 2 pi fc. And now if you see that for DC value of a current, for DC frequency is 0, and in this format, in this formula, if I put that f is equal to 0, so Xc is equal to 1 upon 0, which is nothing but infinite. म्हणजे DC value of a current ला कॅपॅसिटर हा इनफायनाइट अपोजिशन म्हणून ऍक्ट होतोय, म्हणजे तो ओपन म्हणून ऍक्ट होतोय. मग जर डीसी व्हॅल्यू ऑफ करंटला जर एक्सी इनफायनाइट असेल, तर डेफिनेटली डीसी व्हॅल्यू ऑफ करंट हॅव्हिंग ओनली वन चॉईस, अँड दॅट इज नथिंग बट फ्लो थ्रू दॅट RL, अँड दॅट इज द एक्सपेक्टेड थिंग. म्हणजे हा पहिला दुसरा प्रश्न तुम्हाला क्लिअर झाला की डीसी कंपोनेंट कॅपॅसिटर मधून फ्लो होत नाही. का फ्लो होत नाही? आन्सर इज दिस वन, एक्सी इज इक्वल टू इनफायनाइट फॉर द डीसी. And the second thing is that why not that AC component will flow through the load resistors RL? I say that if you select a proper value of a capacitor, it means that high value of a capacitor, we have that formula Xc is equal to 1 upon 2 pi fc. Now if you select high value of a capacitor, if the capacitance is high, what is that Xc value? If capacitance is high, Xc is a minimum, and it indicates that for AC current, capacitor offers very minimum resistance, minimum opposition. And we know that the basic property of a current always take the least resistance path. As compared to the RL, if the capacitor offers a very minimum opposition to that AC current, so definitely all AC components will take a path of a capacitor and will close their closed loop. And it is as per our expectation, all DC components will flow through that RL, and hence due to this DC component of a current in that RL, a pure DC signal is generated. This is the basic function of a capacitor filter circuit is that. Is it that clear? Please take a screenshot of it. Take it.
Yes, sir.
And now see that a capacitor filter circuit with a full wave rectifier circuit. आता ज्यावेळेस मी रेक्टिफायर सर्किट म्हणेल त्यावेळेस पहिला कंपोनेंट जो येतो तो येतो ट्रान्सफॉर्मर. नाउ हियर I say that this is the primary winding of a transformer, this is the core of the transformer, this is the secondary side of a transformer, As you know that in a center tap fully rectified circuit, 2 p-n junction diode is used. Diode D1 is connected to the first terminal of the secondary winding. Let's say that it's a point A. Diode D2 is connected to the second end terminal of the secondary winding. Let's say that B. Now, what is the further circuit for center tap fully rectified circuit? Cathode of both the diode is connected together. Then common terminal of both the cathode is connected to one terminal of RL, and the second terminal of RL is going to connect it to the middle terminal of the secondary winding is there. I say that it's a point C. Is it right? So this is a center tap fully rectified circuit. आणि आता आपल्याला माहित आहे concept capacitor filter circuit म्हणजे काय? Just connect a one proper value of a capacitor parallel to this load RL. Simple thing is that. And now see that what that circuit it actually works. All of you have a please concentrate on it. So for this center tap fully rectified circuit, the input voltage is measured either in between the point A and C, or it can be measured in between the point B and C. Here you can measure the input voltage to the rectifier circuit is there. Is it right? And now, if I say that for every positive half cycle, point A acts as a positive terminal and point B acts as a negative terminal. आता जर point A हा positive terminal मध्ये act झाला, याचा अर्थ diode D1 काय झाला? फॉरवर्ड बायस मध्ये झाला. आणि पॉइंट बी हा डायोड D2 च्या P रिजन ला कनेक्ट झालाय, म्हणजे डायोड D2 काय झाला? रिव्हर्स बायस मध्ये झाला. नाउ as you know that the current it starts its journey from positive terminal, that is A point, diode D1. आता ज्यावेळेस करंट या ठिकाणी येईल त्यावेळेस करंट हा डायोड D2 चा पाथ घेणार आहे का? नो. व्हाय नॉट? कारण हा डायोड D2 हा रिव्हर्स बायस मध्ये म्हणजे ओपन म्हणून ऍक्ट झाला. So entire current will take forward, and this current having its two component, one is a AC component and another one is a DC component. Now, as you know that when the proper value of a capacitor is connected parallel to the RL, so all AC components will take a path of a capacitor and all DC component will flow through the load RL. Now, when the DC component will come at this point, once again the total current will return to that point C. म्हणजे जर फक्त पॉझिटिव्ह हाफ सायकलला जर तुम्ही बघितलं तर अप्पर सेकंडरी वाइंडिंग मध्येच फक्त करंट सर्क्युलेट होतोय. And due to the parallel capacitor, our purpose is solved. Only DC component it flows through that RL. So definitely voltage developed across this load RL is a pure DC. Get it my point? This is for every positive half cycle. And now if you see that for every negative half cycle, the polarities get reversed. It means that point A acts as a negative terminal, point B acts as a positive terminal. Now when the point B acts as a positive terminal, now diode D2 works in a forward bias, but diode D1 works in a reverse bias. So now the current it will flow from B point, diode D2. When current it comes at this point, is the current will take the path of a diode D1? No. So total current will take the path of a towards the load resistors, and this current will contain AC component plus the DC component here. And as the sufficient value of a capacitor is connected in parallel with that, so that AC component will take the path of a capacitor and the DC component will take the path of a load resistors RL, and here you will get a pure DC signal is there. Now if you observe that during that every negative half cycle, the current will be circulated in a lower secondary winding is there, and hence our purpose is solved here, and we got a pure DC signal due to this capacitor filter circuit is there. Get it my point? Now you can see that actually this is the circuit diagram. If you try to measure that input voltage is a sinusoidal waveform, and where you measure that input voltage in between the point A and C. or in between the point B and C. So here I say that input voltage, either you can measure in between the point AC, or you can measure in between the point BC. This is the input voltage. This is the maximum value of input voltage. This is the maximum value in the negative half cycle. Now, if you say that, now try to imagine the capacitor is not connected to that RL. आता कॅपॅसिटर कनेक्ट केला नाही असं इमॅजिन करा. मग ते सर्किट डायग्राम काय झाली आपली, फुल वेव्ह रेक्टिफायर सर्किट. मग फुल वेव्ह रेक्टिफायर सर्किटला आपल्याला आउटपुट काय मिळतंय, फॉर पॉझिटिव्ह हाफ सायकल ऑल्सो and for negative half cycle also we get that output. Means during, this is the output voltage. During that positive half cycle, diode D1 it works. During that negative half cycle, diode D2 it works, and we got that unidirectional output voltage is there. And now if I say that the capacitor is connected, मग जर proper value of a capacitor जर connect केली नाही, I say that high value of a capacitor, then definitely certain ripple is present. See that such types of ripple and such types of waveform, it comes as an output waveform. If the proper value of a capacitor is not connected, then again you will not get a complete straight line. You will get that approximate straight line is there, means charging and discharging of a capacitor. So such types of waveform you get it. But if you select that the proper value of a capacitor or high value of a capacitor, definitely you will get a complete straight line is there. And this is the pure DC waveform with the help of this capacitor here. But if you see this third waveform, again you can say that this is not a pure complete straight line. Get it my point? It means that this is also pulsed DC waveform. Pulsed DC waveform. Is it right? And if you see that the pulsed DC, it simply indicates that AC as well as DC components are present. And what are that undesirable components? So these AC components are unwanted components, undesirable components, and now these components are called as ripple. The ripple is nothing but undesirable, unwanted component present in that output. And for that, to remove these things, we have to connect that high value of a capacitor. We will get the pure DC signal is there. And there is one more derivation to derive that the ripple factor. Ripple factor means AC components present in the capacitor filter circuit. If the capacitor filter is not the proper value, and that ripple factor having its a formula gamma, which is equal to 1/4√3 FCRL. And now you can observe that if high value of a capacitor we can select, definitely the value of ripple factor will be 0, or it may be minimum, and it is expected thing is that. So there is a one derivation for the ripple factor is there, but for you have to just remember that formula. This formula may be asked for MCQ type of question is that. So all of you please take a screenshot of this slide here. Give me a response.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now let's we proceed further for the Zener diode. And before that, let me explain that the diode or PN junction diode in a reverse bias. Let me explain it. As you know that when the PN junction diode is connected in a reverse bias, what actually happen? Reverse bias means when, if I say that this is a P, this is N, in a P region, the negative ion layer is present. In the N region, positive ion layer is present. This is the depletion region. In the P region, holes are the majority charge carriers. In the N regions, electrons are the majority charge carriers. And now this P region must connected to negative terminal, and this N region must connected to the positive terminal. That time we say that diode is connected in a reverse bias. And you know that when the diode is connected in a reverse bias, practically we say that, theoretically we say that no current it flows, but practically very small current it flows due to the minority carrier. These are the minority carriers. Get it my point? And this current will flow up to the certain value of a reverse bias voltage. Up to the certain value of a reverse bias voltage. But after that, the junction breakdown occurs and abruptly current will be increases abnormally. So the voltage at which the junction breakdown occurs, that voltage we call it's a breakdown voltage or Zener voltage is there, and the region in which the current will be abnormally increases, that region is called as breakdown region. Generally, we always try to avoid the working of diode in this dotted region here, and the current, when the reverse bias voltage, when it is less than the breakdown voltage, then the constant current it will flow, and that current is called as reverse saturation current. ओके, आता जर तुम्ही इथं रिव्हर्स बायस मध्ये बघितलं तर हा रिव्हर्स सॅच्युरेशन करंट हा रिव्हर्स बायस व्होल्टेजच्या सर्टन व्हॅल्यू पर्यंतच फ्लो होतोय. तिथून पुढे काय होतोय की ब्रेकडाऊन रिजन चालू होत आहे. आणि कशामुळे ब्रेकडाऊन होत आहेत? टू इफेक्ट्स. वन इज avalanche breakdown and another one is Zener breakdown. Due to these two effects, the junction breakdown occurs in a reverse bias and the diode it will be permanently damaged. म्हणजे या डॉटेड पोर्शन मध्ये जर ऑर्डिनरी नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोड जर वर्क झाला तर तो परमनंटली काय होतोय? डॅमेज होतोय. आफ्टर दॅट diode it will not work. So by understanding this problem, one special purpose diode is designed to work in this breakdown region without damage. म्हणजे एक असा डायोड तयार केला गेला की जो नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोड या ब्रेकडाऊन रिजन मध्ये डॅमेज होत होता, तो स्पेशल पर्पज डायोड इट इज डिझाइन टू ऑपरेट इन दिस ब्रेकडाऊन रिजन ओनली. म्हणजे फक्त या रिजन साठीच तयार केला गेला तो एक स्पेशल पर्पज डायोड, आणि तो पण विदाउट डॅमेज, and that diode is called as Zener diode. त्याला त्या डायोडला म्हणलं गेलेलं आहे Zener diode because this is the name of the scientist. He has discovered the theory behind this Zener diode is there. That's why the name it is given with his name as a Zener diode is there. Get it my point? And now see that basic theory about the Zener diode first. See that, read it, the definition of a Zener diode. A Zener diode is a heavily doped semiconductor device. म्हणजे as compared to the normal PN junction diode, doping means adding the impurity in the semiconductor is heavily doped semiconductor device that is designed to operate in a reverse direction only. म्हणजे ऑर्डिनरी पीएन जंक्शन डायोड तुम्ही फॉरवर्ड बायस मध्ये पण ऍक्ट करू शकत होता, रिव्हर्स बायस मध्ये पण ऍक्ट करू शकत होता, बरोबर आहे. परंतु जो मी प्रॉब्लेम सांगितला ब्रेकडाऊन रिजनचा प्रॉब्लेम, त्याच्यासाठी हा स्पेशली डिझाइन केलेला डायोड आहे, सो दॅट इट इज ऑलवेज ऑपरेटेड इन अ रिव्हर्स बायस. गेट इट माय पॉइंट? मग आता काही जणांना वाटेल की मग Zener डायोड हा फॉरवर्ड बायस मध्ये कनेक्ट केला तर काय होईल? काही होणार नाही. इट विल ऍक्ट लाईक अ नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोड. मग जर तो नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोड म्हणून जर वर्क होत असेल तर मग त्याला कशाला फॉरवर्ड बायस मध्ये कनेक्ट करायचं? नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोड आहेच की त्या ठिकाणी. पण जो नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोड रिव्हर्स बायस मध्ये डॅमेज कधी होतोय? ब्रेकडाऊन रिजन मध्ये. त्याच्यासाठी स्पेशली डिझाइन केलेला जो डायोड आहे त्याला म्हणतोय आपण Zener डायोड. अँड हाऊ इट ऍक्च्युअली लुक्स त्याचं पण पिक्चर मी तुम्हाला दाखवलेलं आहे. मग आता त्याचा सिम्बॉल जर व्यवस्थित बघितला तर तो पीएन नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोडच्या सिम्बॉल सारखाच आहे, फक्त जो बार जो एन रिजन आहे तो जस्ट लाईक अ झेड शेप आहे बघा, जस्ट लाईक अ झेड शेप. झेड स्टँड्स फॉर Zener diode. Then this arrow represents the positive terminal, we call it anode, and the bar represents Z-shaped bar. Now it represents the cathode. We say that it's a negative terminal. Now try to read it. A Zener diode, also known as a breakdown diode, कारण तो जनरली डिझाइन केलाय तो त्या पर्टिक्युलर रिजन साठीच. दॅट्स वाय त्याला आपण स्पेशल पर्पज डायोड म्हणतोय. इज हेवीली डोप्ड सेमीकंडक्टर डिव्हाइस. आता भरपूर वेळेस तुम्हाला हा पण एमसीक्यू विचारला जाऊ शकतो बघा. द डोपिंग लेवल ऑफ Zener diode is as compared to the normal PN junction diode, so that options are given heavily, lightly, so that your correct option should be the heavily doped is there. MCQ type la vicharla janara prashna. Okay, so now try to read it. When the voltage across the terminal of the Zener diode is reversed and the potential reached the Zener voltage or the breakdown voltage, the junction breakdown occurs and the current flows in the reverse direction. This effect is known as a Zener effect. Okay, and now you can see that, as we already say, that the Zener diode is a specially designed for this breakdown region, and म्हणजे तो इतर ठिकाणी नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोड म्हणूनच वर्क होणार आहे. म्हणजे तो फॉरवर्ड बायस मध्ये कनेक्ट केला तर तो नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोड म्हणून वर्क होईल, किंवा या ठिकाणी जरी बघितलं तुम्ही या पोर्शन मध्ये तर तो नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोड म्हणूनच वर्क होणार आहे. कारण तो डिझाइन केला गेलाय तो फक्त आणि फक्त या ब्रेकडाउन रिजन साठी. आणि तो कसा डिझाइन केला गेलेला आहे? नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोड या ब्रेकडाउन रिजन मध्ये परमनंटली डॅमेज होतोय, बट द Zener diode it will work in this region without a damage, and it gives the basic property, one basic property that I will discuss later on. But now you can see that the VI characteristic of a PN junction diode, that Zener diode for forward and the reverse bias is there. Get it my point? आता जर तुम्ही ही रिव्हर्स बायसची कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स व्यवस्थित बघितली तर हा जो काय पोर्शन आहे, when the reverse bias voltage is less than Zener voltage, आणि हा जो काय पोर्शन आहे फॉरवर्ड बायसचा, इट इज सेम फॉर normal PN junction diode and the Zener diode. No change in it. But the change is that in this breakdown region, change फक्त या region मध्ये. Get it my point? And what is the change? In this breakdown region, the normal PN junction diode, it will be completely damaged, but in the same region, the Zener diode will act like a constant voltage source. Constant voltage without a damage. Without damage. म्हणजे या पर्टिक्युलर रिजन मध्ये Zener diode डॅमेज न होता it will always provide the constant voltage as an output. It will always maintain the constant voltage across its terminal is there. That's why in the regulator circuit, the Zener diode is used as an one of the application of a Zener diode is there. कारण तो काय करतोय, तुमचं सप्लाय व्होल्टेज कितीही वाढवलं तरी Zenerच्या टर्मिनलच्या अक्रॉस व्होल्टेज हे काय करतोय, तो कायम कॉन्स्टंट ठेवतो. Get it my point? And as we rightly explained in the definition of a Zener diode, the doping level of a Zener diode is heavily or is more than the normal PN junction diode. So as I say that with the varying the doping level, the Zener diode is in the range of 2 volt to 200 volt is there. ही रेंज सुद्धा तुम्हाला MCQ ला विचारली जाऊ शकते. Zener diode with a Zener voltage is in the range of 2 volt to 200 volt. Get it my point? And now after this filter circuit, as you know that the output of a filter circuit is a pure DC signal. Output of a filter circuit is a pure DC signal, but it is unregulated. And after that, the last block of this general block diagram is a regulator circuit, and now we are going to discuss that the regulator circuit. In that we are going to discuss Zener regulator circuit is there. So as you know that when the Zener diode will work in a breakdown region, it will be acts like a constant voltage source. It will be acts like a constant voltage source, and this constant voltage, which is nothing but a Zener voltage Vz. Get it my point? Now see that how the Zener diode, it will be acts like a constant voltage source. मी अजून एकदा डायग्राम ड्रॉ करतो बघा, की जेणेकरून पहिल्यांदा तुमचा कन्सेप्ट क्लिअर होईल. मग हे झालं आपलं फॉरवर्ड बायस व्होल्टेज VF, फॉरवर्ड बायस करंट IF, रिव्हर्स बायस व्होल्टेज VR, रिव्हर्स बायस करंट IR. When the Zener diode is connected in a forward bias, it acts like a ordinary PN junction. You will get the such types of graph. And for the reverse bias, when the Zener voltage, when it is less than the VR or the breakdown voltage, up to that the constant current it flows through it. Is it right? And that current we call it's a saturation current. But once the reverse bias voltage is equal to Zener voltage, then the breakdown region it starts. But in that breakdown region, the Zener diode will work as a constant voltage source, so you will get a complete straight line. आता ही स्ट्रेट लाईन काय इंडिकेट करते बघा, ही लय महत्वाची आहे बघा. What the straight line it indicates? This straight line it indicates that, आता इथं तुम्ही बघितलं, so this is the breakdown region, and in that breakdown region the Zener diode it works without a damage, and it will maintain the constant voltage across its terminal. Constant voltage across its terminal. मग ही प्रॉपर्टी Zener डायोडची रेग्युलेटर सर्किट मध्ये यूज केलेली आहे. बिकॉज एज यू नो दॅट इन द रेग्युलेटर सर्किट, आता जर आपल्याला कायम 2 व्होल्ट कॉन्स्टंट व्होल्टेज पाहिजे असेल, तर या ठिकाणी तुम्ही VZ इज इक्वल टू 2 व्होल्टचा Zener डायोड यूज करा. सपोज तुम्हाला 10 व्होल्ट हे कॉन्स्टंट हवंय, मग इनपुट व्होल्टेज किती पण व्हॅरी करा, तुम्हाला आउटपुट व्होल्टेज हे कॉन्स्टंट हवंय, तर त्या ठिकाणी तुम्ही 10 व्होल्टचा Zener डायोड यूज करून सर्किट तयार करा, तुम्हाला कॉन्स्टंट Zener डायोड हा कॉन्स्टंट व्होल्टेज देणार. सो दॅट्स वाय वी से दॅट वन ऑफ द पॉप्युलर ऍप्लिकेशन ऑफ अ Zener डायोड which is nothing but the voltage regulator circuit is there. आता ते कसं रेग्युलेट करतंय? So for that we know that the basic things about the Zener diode. बघा बेसिक थिंग्स काय आहेत, व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट बेसिक थिंग्स. नंबर 1, Zener diode is always connected in reverse bias. ओके, ही पहिली गोष्ट झाली. दुसरी गोष्ट, Zener diode is specially designed to operate in breakdown region. ही दुसरी गोष्ट झाली, म्हणजे तेच फक्त या डॉटेड पोर्शन साठीच डिझाइन केलेले. थर्ड, when Zener diode operate in breakdown region, it acts like constant voltage source. Very important 3 things. बघा प्रत्येक जण व्यवस्थित वाचा. हे पहिल्यांदा पहिली कन्सेप्ट क्लिअर करा की Zener डायोड हा स्पेशल पर्पज डायोड आहे आणि तो स्पेशली डिझाइन केला गेलाय ब्रेकडाऊन रिजन साठी. आणि मग जंक्शन ब्रेकडाऊन कुठं होतं? रिव्हर्स बायस मध्ये होतं. म्हणून तर Zener डायोड हा कायम रिव्हर्स बायस मध्येच कनेक्ट केला जातो. दुसरी गोष्ट, रिव्हर्स बायस मध्येच कनेक्ट केला जातो, परंतु तो कधी त्याची प्रॉपर्टी दाखवतोय फक्त या डॉटेड पोर्शन मध्ये. जर तुमचं रिव्हर्स बायस व्होल्टेज हे जिनर व्होल्टेज पेक्षा कमी असेल तर तो नॉर्मल पीएन जंक्शन डायोड म्हणून ऑपरेट होतो. म्हणजे दुसरा पॉइंट आहे, जिनर डायोड इज स्पेशली डिझाइन टू ऑपरेट इन अ ब्रेकडाउन रिजन ओनली. And now when the Zener diode is operated in a breakdown region, it acts like a constant voltage source. Very important three thing is that. So it's my request to you all, please take a screenshot of it. Give me response. Take it.
Yes, sir.
And now see that how the Zener diode, it will be acts like a voltage regulator circuit. Okay, and for that, here I say that the first block is transformer, second block is rectifier, third block is filter circuit, and now fourth block is regulator circuit. आणि याच्यामध्ये आपण बघणार आहोत Zener regulator circuit is that. पुन्हा एकदा मी ती डायग्राम ड्रॉ केली बघा. So my question to you is that the input to the regulator circuit is what? कोण देतं इनपुट रेग्युलेटर सर्किटला? सो डेफिनेटली द फिल्टर सर्किट इज दॅट. कसलं इनपुट आहे रेग्युलेटर सर्किटला? कसलं इनपुट आहे इथं?
Pure DC.
It's a pure DC. Get it my point? So now with this concept, let me try to draw the circuit diagram here. And as we want that a constant voltage across these load resistors RL, म्हणजे या RL च्या अक्रॉस आपल्याला काय हवंय? कॉन्स्टंट व्होल्टेज हवंय. हे कॉन्स्टंट हवंय. मग त्याच्यासाठी आपण काय करणार? आपल्याला माहित आहे की Zener डायोड त्याच्या दोन टर्मिनलच्या अक्रॉस कॉन्स्टंट व्होल्टेज डेव्हलप करतोय. म्हणजे आपण या RL ला पॅरलल मध्ये Zener डायोड कनेक्ट केला. का पॅरलल मध्ये कनेक्ट केलाय? का तर जर Zener त्याच्या दोन टर्मिनलला जर कॉन्स्टंट व्होल्टेज डेव्हलप तयार करत असेल, तो जर